Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. We are going to be starting our broadcast in just a moment, but before we do, I'd like to share this video of Don from Jamaica sharing his experience with EPI. So here is his story.
I am Don. I'm from Montego Bay, Jamaica, and I teach mathematics. You need to come to Montego Bay because there you're going to enjoy nice food. Everything is at your disposal. And of course, don't leave out the nice sunshine.
Thank you very much.
In the year 2000, I was right here studying at Western Carolina University. So I would like to come back and give something to North Carolina. And as a teacher, we have to be exposed to different cultures. You know, technology can be limited in the classrooms in Jamaica. When you come here, all the classrooms, they have smart boards and projectors. So the technology aspect is one of the major differences. Of course, when you're dealing with the students though, it's just the same here. You just have to show them that you care and you can reach them. So I make sure that I go to the sporting events with them, and they just love to see a teacher there watching them play. When I see them in the hallway, I teach them some patois, and it's so nice to hear some of the students say, "Me go and yam up my food now, me yam up my food, man." So we build that kind of relationship. I love the EPI style, and I must tell you that I'm having a very good time at this school. It's like I'm home, and I told them that every day. As we say in Jamaica, big them up because they're always there to support us. So tomorrow, we are going to be giving them a little overview of Jamaica, some of the main industries. We are going to give them a sample of the food. We're going to show them a couple of our dance moves. So tomorrow promises to be great. When I was in Jamaica growing up, I would see this airplane passing and I would wonder if I would ever go in one of them one day. And all this technology has actually bring the countries together as one global community. And we're having people visiting different countries more. They're going to do some things different from us. We want to show respect, we want to maintain the love and the unity. So that's why it's so good that we understand and exchange cultures.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our informational webinar, Teaching in the USA with Educational Partners International. We are Educational Partners International, but we often call ourselves EPI for short, so I will be calling us that throughout today's presentation. My name is Jessica, and I work as a content coordinator for Educational Partners International. I am from the mountains of North Carolina. Before working with EPI, I taught English at the community college level, and I'm really excited to be working for a company that combines my passion for education with my passion for cultural exchange. Today I'll be talking about what we do and how you can apply. We also want you to take this opportunity to ask any questions that you have about our program. You can ask them in the comment box and we will answer them throughout the presentation. Please keep in mind that we won't be able to answer questions about your specific application for privacy reasons. All of those should be emailed to team@teachwithepi.com. So today's webinar is a general introduction to EPI. By the end of this presentation, we hope you will understand our mission and know the benefits both in program and after you leave the U.S. So the first question that most people have is, what is EPI? And you can answer this question in a lot of ways, but first and foremost, we are a cultural exchange program that brings international teachers to the U.S. to teach. Officially, EPI is designated as a sponsor for an exchange visitor program. We have become a world leader in cultural exchange, helping hundreds of teachers from around the world to come to the U.S. to teach. Teachers in our program are currently in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and Florida. While we work with schools across the southern United States, our home office is in North Carolina, which is about where the marker is on the map on your screen. We would love to know where you are from too, so please take the time to tell us in the comments. And wherever you are joining us from, thank you so much for watching. So in order to understand the importance of U.S. cultural exchange, you may need to know more about its history. Much of the cultural exchange movement in the United States was started by Senator J. William Fulbright. He was passionate about strengthening U.S. international relations and saw cultural exchange as a good way to accomplish this. You're probably familiar with his name because he created the Fulbright Program, which is a famous international education scholarship. After creating the Fulbright Program, he passed and developed the Fulbright-Hays Act of 1961. The purpose of this act was to increase mutual understanding between the people of the United States and the people of other countries. The Fulbright-Hays Act led to the creation of cultural exchange programs like EPI across the United States. Educational Partners International is an exchange visitor program authorized to sponsor teachers for K-12 placement in public, private, and charter schools in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and Florida. We place teachers in all subjects taught in K-12 schools, so that means not only foreign languages and English as a second language, but also math, science, art, special education, elementary education, and many more. EPI offers cultural exchange opportunities specifically for teachers from other countries to come to the United States. Cultural exchange means that our teachers come to the U.S. to share their culture and then return to their home country so that they can share what they have learned about the United States. You will be able to do that through 2 cultural exchange projects that you will complete every year you are an EPI teacher. Our program lasts for 3 years. After you have finished the program, you will return to your home country for 2 years. And those 2 years where you go back home are really important because that is where you are going to complete our cultural exchange mission. Of course, we want to help you come to the United States to share your culture, but we are also interested in you returning to your home country and sharing your experience in the U.S. with other people there. That is because EPI believes sharing knowledge across cultures and venues improves understanding among teachers, students, administrators, and members of the communities in which we live. This is the whole reason why we do this program. Your ability to bring your culture to the United States and then take U.S. culture back home with you is what true cultural exchange is about. Exchanging knowledge and information between cultures so that we can understand each other better as a global community. So what does this kind of cultural exchange look like? Being an EPI teacher means that you will live and teach in the United States, fully immersed in U.S. culture, while sharing your culture with your students here. Today we have a couple of examples of the projects our teachers have created to share their culture with their U.S. communities. Li Wei from China brought the Chinese Lantern Festival to her students in the United States. Together they made paper lanterns and put on a performance that included a fashion show of traditional Chinese clothing, the dragon dance, and a play featuring the animals of the Chinese zodiac. Several EPI teachers from the Philippines participated in an international night for their school that celebrated holidays around the world. They shared holiday food from their home country and choreographed a traditional dance performance. So now that you have more of a background on who we are and what we do, it's time to talk about what benefits you get from participating in our program. So, the most obvious benefit is that you will get to encounter new cultural experiences, experience life in the US, and share your culture with people who would not normally experience it. Your students here may not know very much at all about life in your home country, and you will get to share things with them that they would have never known otherwise. By doing this, you have an opportunity to make a positive impact for students all over the world. Also, one of the most important things that we offer you is personal and professional support during your time in the United States. We think teacher support is a major part of this whole process and one of the most important things that we do. We are invested in your success, so we are available as a resource for you even after you arrive in the United States. So let's talk more in depth about the type of support that we offer our teachers. As soon as you are placed in a school, one of our dedicated and trained support team members will contact you to help guide you in the process of moving to the U.S. The relationship between you and the support team is an important one and will continue throughout your time as an EPI teacher. They will be able to provide you with professional development resources as well as one-on-one instructional and cultural coaching. At EPI, we understand that American students need the international perspective that teachers like you bring, and we are dedicated in doing all we can to help you deliver it. EPI is a program that not only provides benefits while you are here, but also when you return to your home country. The experiences and professional development that you will have while in the United States is something that you will carry with you your whole life. Once you are done with our program, you will be able to go home with a new perspective that will enrich your personal and professional life. Also, participating in this program means that you are now a world educator. You are a teacher who has taught students from multiple countries all over the world. Experiences like these are truly life-changing, and you will not be the same kind of teacher that you were before you came here, which we consider to be one of the major benefits of participating in our program. Before we finish talking about the benefits that EPI has to offer, here's what some of our teachers have to say about their time in the United States. Christian from Mexico says, coming to the United States to teach has been one of the richest journeys of my life. I have had to overcome some challenges, but EPI has supported me with a yes attitude. It is largely because of EPI that I am now teaching in the US for my second year and always telling people about my great experience here. Shauna Lee says EPI goes the extra mile to ensure that teachers have a smooth transition. They provide ongoing professional and social seminars to help teachers be their best. I am proud to be an EPI program member. To hear more from our teachers, visit our Facebook page. We've posted several videos of our teachers talking about their cultural exchange experiences. We also post teacher stories on our website, teachwithepi.com. Okay, now we will be taking the time to address questions. If you have not submitted yours yet, please ask them now. We will be answering all of your questions in the comments section today. So here are some of the most common questions we get at EPI. Lots of applicants want to know how long the EPI program is, and we are a 3-year program. People also ask, is there an application fee? So the answer is no, there is no application or placement fee. There are other costs associated with your application, such as obtaining your diploma or transcripts, but EPI will never charge you an application or a placement fee. Another question we often get is there an age limit? So no, there is no age limit. As long as you meet our basic requirements, you can join the EPI program regardless of your age. So some of those requirements are that you are currently teaching with at least 2 years full-time teaching experience, you have the equivalent of a U.S. bachelor's degree, and you have advanced English skills. We also have some other questions that have been on our applicants' minds more recently. Most people want to know, is EPI accepting applications? So yes, EPI is continuing to accept and process applications. You can apply by visiting our website, teachwithepi.com. For more information about what our application process looks like at this time, please email our admissions team at team@teachwithepi.com. Another question that applicants have is, can I put my application on hold? And yes, you are able to start your application and later put it on hold if you need to. There is no obligation to continue once you have started. You can then choose to resume your application at a time that is better for you and your personal situation. Finally, our applicants have been wondering, how does EPI support teachers during times of uncertainty or emergencies? So we always prioritize the safety of our program members and provide support for any type of situation that may arise while you're in the United States. For example, since the outbreak of COVID-19, we have been monitoring the situation, providing detailed guidance for our teachers, and operating at a normal capacity so that we could be available for all of our program members. So now that you know more about us, the question is EPI right for you? Here we have listed some of the basic requirements for our program. EPI teachers must have a bachelor's degree, have at least 2 years full-time teaching experience, be currently teaching, and have advanced English skills. So if that sounds like it applies to you, go to teachwithepi.com and start your application. As you can see here, the first step is to go to our website, teachwithepi.com. Once you are there, you will scroll down until you see the orange button that says Apply to Teach in the USA. After you answer the eligibility question and click Submit, you will be able to make an account with your email address and start your application. If you have already started the application process, be sure that you are checking your email regularly for updates on your status. In closing, I would like to share this quote from J. William Fulbright that I feel illustrates the importance of cultural exchange education. We must try to expand the boundaries of human wisdom, empathy, and perception, and there is no way of doing that except through education. Much like Fulbright talks about here, at EPI we hope to expand the understanding of U.S. students by giving them the opportunity to learn from teachers like you. Okay, that's all for today, everyone. If you are interested in viewing our previous videos or signing up for our upcoming webinars, go to teachwithepi.com/webinars and sign up for our mailing list. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook to learn about our upcoming events, as well as to hear more from our current teachers. If you have any more questions, be sure to email us at team@teachwithepi.com. On behalf of everyone at EPI, thanks for joining us and have a great day.